And emotional intelligence is made up of 5 different components. And these components are empathy, someone said, self-awareness, someone else said that, social skills, self-regulation, can you manage yourself, and motivation. The top 2 are the most important skills for leaders to have. Empathy, which is something I talk about in other talks, but self-awareness as well. So empathy, of course, can you put yourself in the place of your team members and understand what they're going through? But self-awareness, do you understand how you come across, how you present as a leader? Do you understand what your weaknesses are so that you can make sure that your team has strengths that compensate for those weaknesses? This is an incredibly important leadership skill. But having self-awareness requires an amount of courage, right, to face who you are, to face your weaknesses. So do you regularly assess yourself with honesty? Are you open to asking your team and colleagues to give you feedback, as something I mentioned before? Do you open up about yourself enough for people to trust you? So we were talking about having one-to-ones and encouraging people to come to you and you wanting to listen. But at the beginning, I'm sure people might be a bit reluctant because they might think, well, I don't really want to share too much about myself if I don't know very much about my manager, my leader. So to encourage people to open up to you, you may have to first open up to them. So are you somebody who's prepared to take the first step and then say, okay, well, what am I happy to share with my colleagues so that they can then feel that they trust me? And is it okay, again, we talked about this before, is it okay for people to see sometimes that you've got it wrong or that you don't know the answer? So all these things take courage because they're kind of counter to what we think a leader, or what we used to be told that a leader should be. A leader used to be sort of strong, somebody that didn't admit to any weakness, somebody that was invulnerable. But that's all changing now, which is, I think, brilliant. But sometimes it takes us a bit of time to catch up with that.